This dropper automatically empties itself. When it has items inside of it, it'll spit them out, one by one. We've actually got a target block behind these paintings here, but the design itself is pretty simple. Just these 8 blocks here. It's really powered by the subtractor, coming out from the dropper here. Whenever a comparator is reading out from any container, including a dropper, it'll output a signal strength, if there's any items inside of it, based on how full it is. If it's got 1 item in it, it'll output a signal strength of 1, and when it's totally full, it'll output 15. But we want to route the signal around back to the dropper here whenever there's anything in it. So there's a pretty simple layout we can use here. With a hard-powered block here from the comparator, we can use the dust here to soft-power this block, which a repeater can read out. From there, let's just do this for now to feed it back into the dropper. Powering the block, we'll see that works just fine. But if we have a whole stack of items in here, it'll only spit out the one and then stop. But we can use something that comparators have to make a little bit of a pulsar to make this keep going. When you have a comparator, it'll normally output the signal strength behind it. If we have 13 here, it'll have 13 out front. And if we put a stronger signal on the side, it'll turn off. If we have the same signal or weaker, it'll stay on. If this is 13, by making this one longer, we'll see that it still stays on. But putting a stronger signal in turns it off. If we have this in subtractor mode, it'll look like it's doing the same thing. But if we put a stronger signal here in the back, we'll see something else is happening. When it's in regular comparator mode, 15, with 14 being weaker, it doesn't beat it, so it stays at 15. But in subtractor mode, it'll subtract it. 15 minus 14, we get 1. So, if we have this set up, and this gets totally full with 15, then we've got a problem, because the repeater will output 15, and if it's 15 on both sides, it'll just stay on. So we can put it into subtractor mode. If we have 15 minus 15, it'll output nothing. But then when it turns back off, it'll have 15 in the back still, so it'll just turn back on, or whatever signal strength. And we get a pulsing loop here. This turns on, and this signal turns it back off. So we just need a target block to pull the signal right next to our dropper here, and it'll send out items. This is a great way to empty out systems by spitting things into lava, usually at the junk end of a line of filters. Leave your Redstone questions in the comments, and subscribe for more daily Redstone tips. Join the Discord too to see when streams are. We play all sorts of games, and I'm working on making one. Peace.